I know, it's 1 a.m., so what are we doing? Oh yeah, let's totally go to that place. I love that place.
Hello?
Wait a minute. What is
Hello?
that? No, shut up for a second.
Hello?
There's like a light in the sky, or a bird, or something.
Hello?
Oh no, oh my god, it's getting closer. Oh my god, it's gonna hit me! Ah! It's an angel. Really? Oh my god, it's Frankie Russo.
Hello?
Yep, it's Frankie. I know, I thought he was a janitor at the local boxing gym too.
I guess you're half right. What's up, girl? Oh no! I did it again! I messed up my coordinate system!
Hey guys, it's the Frankie Russo Show. And here's Frankie.
How you doing out there? How you doing? Woo! Welcome to RussoNation.tv, home of America's Team.today. And guess what? This is yours truly, Frankie Russo! Woo! Got a great show for you tonight. Great show. Yeah. Donald J. Trump statement. The people of the United Kingdom have exercised the sacred right of all free peoples. They have declared their independence from the European Union. That's right, and have voted to reassert control over their own politics, borders, and economy. That's what I'm talking about. A Trump administration pledges to strengthen our ties with a free and independent Britain, deepening our bonds in commerce, culture, and mutual defense. Yeah! The whole world is more peaceful and stable when our two countries and our two peoples are united together, as they will be under a Trump administration.
Welcome
Whoa!
to the boardroom.
That's right. Come November, the American people will have the chance to redeclare their independence. Americans will have a chance to vote for trade, immigration, and foreign policies that put our citizens first. That's right. They will have the chance to reject today's rule. They will have the chance to reject today's rule by the global elite and to embrace real change that delivers a government of, by, and for the people.
Welcome to the boardroom.
That you tell them, Donald. I hope America is watching. It will soon be time to believe in America again. Woo! You gotta vote Donald Trump November 8th, baby. He's bringing it home. 800-848-9222. Yo, let me tell you. Breaking news. Oh, my God. Obama did it again.
Mele Kaliki Maka.
There he goes. He can't help himself. Him too. Obama says, you know, we're to blame. Yeah. He says, America's to blame for radical Islamic terrorism. Yeah, he says that. He's blaming us for the Orlando massacre, the San Bernardino, the freaking Garland thing, what happened in Texas. All these crazies running around in this country. He's blaming us. He went so far as to say at this press conference, this has come from our trusty Frankie Russo show correspondent. You know what I'm saying? Crazy stuff. He went on to say that this is all because of America's misdeeds. America's misgivings, going all the way back to like Constantinople and Charlemagne. You know what I mean? Like, like Pax Romani, the Aeneid. It goes all the way back. So, like, for 5 seconds, this is what I was told. For 5 seconds, mainstream media, MSM, was silent. They didn't know what to say. Until all of a sudden, really, I heard the crickets. Until all of a sudden, one of them stood up and started clapping. Yeah, Obama. And then another one stood up, started clapping. Yeah, Obama. Another one stood up. Another one stood up. Another one stood up. You got 5, 6, 7, 10. I was told the whole freaking White House press corps was standing up, clapping and applauding for this fugazi statement he made. Right? Crazy. By the way, there's not one registered Republican in the entire White House reporting staff, right? The reporters, not one is a registered Republican. Why am I not shocked, right? So then, what did we do? Our trusty Frankie Russo show correspondent went to Google and put in Constantinople and Charlemagne. This is crazy stuff, man. You can't make this stuff up. Constantinople goes back to like 300 AD. Charlemagne goes back to like 700 AD. It's about 1,300 years ago. I scratched my head. I said, wait a second. America wasn't in existence back then. So Obama's claiming that we did something wrong back like 1,300 years ago. Then I started thinking. I said, Nanu Nino. I said, Nanu Nino. Like, Obama, where are you? The door's open. Nobody's home.
Mele Kaliki
I'm
Maka.
telling Yo, Obama, the door's open, son, but nobody's home. 800-848-9222. And then I started thinking, then we're getting ready to go to a Donald Trump commercial. I'm starting to think about this whole thing. Then I thought about Hillary Clinton. She stands up in front of everybody with a straight face and tells us she put the server in a basement for inconvenience. And not one Democratic reporter, there she goes again. There she goes. She can't control herself. Go. Where's the bark? Is she barking yet? There she goes. There she goes. She can't help it. She's I'm telling you, she just can't help it. Let's go to a Donald Trump commercial. We'll come back and finish this thing. Yeah. This is the Frankie Russo show. You can't keep up with this. You can't.
I'm Donald Trump, and I'm running for president because there's so much misinformation that's being put out there about me. Let's talk taxes. If I'm president, your taxes are going to go way down. And if you have a small business, big tax break. Every other candidate wants to cut Medicare and Social Security. Not me. It's not going to happen. I'm going to bring jobs back from Mexico, from China, from Japan. Obamacare is a total disaster. I'm going to repeal it and replace it with something so much better. At the same time, we're going to make our military bigger, better, and stronger than it's ever been. Nobody is ever going to mess with us again. And we're going to get rid of ISIS fast. And we're going to take care of our vets. I'll never let you down. Please, we're going to make America great again. I'm Donald Trump, candidate for president, and I approve this message. We need a change, but not an Obama change. We need a real change. We don't need Hillary Clinton, who's a disaster. Hillary Clinton knows nothing about trade. She knows nothing about business except getting business and money into her own account.
Here we go.
That's right. That's what I'm talking about. We're pumping the Trump.
Listen up.
Yeah, my freaking computer's...
Trump, all right?
My computer's going nuts over here. I had an article all planned.
Pump the Trump. Pump the Trump. Pump the Trump.
We're pumping it.
Pump the Trump.
Apparently, the Democratic Party, yeah, has got a problem with Israel. They got a problem with Israel. Bernie Sanders don't support Israel. He supports Palestine. Oh, yeah. According to the New York Post, even years after in the White House, President Obama didn't understand how support for Israel is written into U.S. law. That's right. That revelation comes courtesy of former Defense Secretary Leon Panetta. In a Washington speech this month, he recalled Obama's fury over how it took, in the end, nearly 2 years to finalize a sale of fighter jets and other weapons to the Saudis back in 2010, 2011. Much of the delay came from the need to ensure that the sale wouldn't help the Saudis too much. By law, according to the New York Post, U.S. arms sales can't give Arab nations better weapons than Israel. Of course, Israel's our ally. Obama, as Panetta recalled, kept asking, why can't we get this damn sale done? Told that it was the Protect Israel issue, Obama, in Panetta's words, reflected some anger about why the hell do we have to do this in the first place. Wow. President of the United States. And I said, Panetta, because we made that legal obligation and because it is important, and particularly with our relationship with Israel, every president has a right to get peeved, according to the Post, right? But it's telling that this president focused his anger on the protections for Israel, which was Panetta's main point in that speech, right? It's important to restore a good relationship with Israel and to protect it. That's what I'm talking about. 800-848-9222. And remember, Israel has worked in agreements with Jordan. Israel has worked out agreements with Egypt. Israel had tried to work out agreements with the Palestinian Authority. But guess who the Palestinian Authority worked out agreements with? Sorry, Obama, we got you on this one too. Hamas. As he took pictures with Mohammed Abbas, smiling so cuddly. I'm telling you, there you go, Obama. Take those pictures, son. The Obama administration unblocks $500 million in funding. United States taxpayers' dollars for the Palestinian Authority, Hamas. And on the other end, that was Breitbart News, Washington Free Beacon, Congressional Research Service, Iran gives tens of millions of dollars, to Hamas. Yeah, Obama, busted again. You're busted, son. 800. You can't get out of this one. This is the Frankie Russo Show. For this hour, son, you're mine. Yeah. Let's go to Chris in Bensonhurst. What's poppin', Chris?
How you doing, Frankie? I just wanted to congratulate the British people for choosing to leave the EU.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, because, look, I don't know too much about economics, but look, they chose national sovereignty over everything else. That's the bottom line.
That's what I'm talking about.
So I think you know something, Frankie? If we want to do the same thing, we're going to have to vote for Trump.
Exactly. You see now, here's a kid from Brooklyn like me, Bensonhurst no less, making a lot of sense. No sleep! There you go, Chris. Woo! Thank you, board up, Brucey. Woo! Yeah. We don't
Welcome
sleep.
to the boardroom.
We don't sleep over here. Yeah. Let's go to Chris in Jersey. What's poppin', Chrissy?
Okay,
is this a chick?
No, it's Chris.
Oh, too bad.
I don't.
Wants to
Hillary
talk about Democratic Convention having a fart in. What's that all about, son?
Well, with Hillary, right? Everybody says, oh, she's got experience. She's got experience as a failure.
Okay. Great. Hey, man, first two calls have been off the hook tonight. I'm feeling really good.
We've got 3 times the debt. Trump spent $70 million. She spent $400 million.
Right?
Trump employed 80 people. She'd employed like 900.
Right?
You know, and she couldn't beat that 80-year-old Sanders.
She had to get superdelegates. Oh, I got my superdelegates now. Obama took them last time in 08. I got them now. I got this thing. Yeah.
And let's call her out if she's listening, right?
Right.
Hold on. Can you hear that? That's my dog whistle.
Let me hear you. Do it again.
Hillary can hear it.
She could. Oh, she can.
Of course.
There she goes. Wait. Listen to her. She can't help herself. We got this. We got her on tape. She's done. She's busted.
Well, the thing is, it's not just my opinion. She stinks as a candidate.
Oh my gosh.
And we got this.
Stinks
woman,
so.
right?
Stinks like how does she stink?
This woman, Sherry Hunkala, right? They're gonna have a fart in. Okay? At the DNC convention, when she gives her speech on the last day, her acceptance speech, they're organized. Those are Bernie people.
Acceptance speech. Oh, for the nomination.
Yeah, they're going to be down
That's
there
as far as she's going.
Yeah, they're loading up on the beans.
Did you hear? I like that. They're loading it up on the beans.
Yeah, you check it out. I mean, this is becoming a real popular thing. They're all loading up.
Hey. That was a good one, son. I was about to say something. I forgot. It was so funny. I forgot what I was going to say.
But they're right. She does stink.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely. You know, it's like craziness. With a straight face. You listen to some of these pundits and they got great shows and everything, and they actually with a straight face talking about the Hillary Clinton candidacy with an illegal server in a basement with hundreds of thousands of documents, claiming that she did it for convenience.
And they can't stop lying. Even Bill at that Muhammad Ali eulogy, he was saying, "Oh, when I was a kid, I was looking up to him." They're about the same age. What do you mean?
I still think we got a good feel.
But you were saying before, if you listen, you got to stop and listen to these people, and then you're like, "What? What are you talking about?"
Exactly. Hey, Chris, man.
One thing.
No, I gotta go. Thank you for the call, man. Great call. Thank you so much. Great call. You had me laughing all. I'd be laughing all night here. 800-848-9222. My computer's straightened out. Tell me if this reminds you of somebody. Egypt's Mohammed Morsi. He got thrown out of office by Sisi in Egypt, accused of espionage. Like Hillary Clinton's server, plotting Islamist takeover. Deposed Egyptian President Morsi and 35 others will be tried on charges of espionage and aiding acts of terrorism. State prosecutors in the latest blow dealt by military-backed authorities to the former leader and his associates in Muslim Brotherhood. Yeah. In a statement, Egypt's prosecutor general accused Morsi and his top aides of sharing state secrets with Iran. I'm telling you, I've been talking about Iran for since I've been here. I'm telling you, with which Cairo has no diplomatic relations with, and of spying on Egypt for the Palestinian militant group Hamas and the Lebanese militant organization Hezbollah. Listen to this one. This is the clincher for me. The charges alleged that the Muslim Brotherhood, in collaboration with Sunni jihadists, were trained by Iran's Shiite government, plotted during Egypt's 2011 uprising to plunge the country into chaos and then seize and keep the country. And they're claiming it was the worst state in this country's history. Who does this remind you of? Because what happened was Morsi got thrown out of office, and he just got sentenced a few months ago for 20 years in prison for this stuff. Who does this remind you of? Think about it. We'll talk about it after in the second half of the Frankie Russo show. Let's go to Romano from Vegas. Yeah, he's from Vegas. Yeah, let's go to Romano from Vegas.
Hello, Mr. Russo. This is Romano in Vegas. I heard some disturbing but not surprising, Hillary Clinton news today. They said that when she was the Secretary of State, there's a calendar that says who she met with, when she met with them. Sections of that calendar, you're not going to believe this, have been erased.
I saw about 75, right? That's unbelievable. Can't make this stuff up. Was it 75, right? Something like 75?
What are they talking about in the news today? They're talking about Scotland overwhelmingly did not want to go out of the EU, and Trump's over there.
But wait.
Talking about his golf course.
Romano, you were talking.
Yeah.
I don't want to get off into all these tangents. You were talking about. 75. It was 75. I remember reading it. Was like 75 days were omitted, right? Something like that. It was like something really egregious, correct?
I just heard it one time, so I wanted to call you because I know you're the source for information on.
Yeah, I try my best. You know, it's very good. So, what were you saying now about the EU? I'm sorry because you went into this discourse, and it's like almost 1:30 in the morning.
And all day long, what is the news reporting? The news is reporting that Mr. Trump is in Scotland. He's talking about his golf course. Well, I guess that's why he went to Scotland. And all day long, they're not talking about this former Secretary of State, the presumptive Democrat nominee for president, erased more information. That information belongs to the government. It belongs to the people. It doesn't belong to Hillary Clinton.
Romano, great point, great call. Thank you so much. 100%. Thank you, my brother. 800-848-9222. Let's hear that again. Let's hear that laugh again, and then we're going to go. Yeah, see? She can't stop laughing. She can't help herself. We want somebody like this in the White House. While she's laughing like this, there you go. She laughs. While she's laughing like this, Bill Clinton's going to freaking Orgy Island 28 times.
We got a good feel.
Yeah, he's got feel. He's been feeling chicks up at Orgy Island like 28 times. Rumor has it he's with this pedophile Jeffrey. Who the hell knows? Orgy Island. Go figure. 800-848-9220. Let's go to Randall, and then we're going to go to a Donald Trump commercial. What's poppin', Randall from Kentucky?
What's up, Frankie?
What's up, my brother?
Hey, man, just having a couple of shots of Kentucky's finest corn squeezins, man.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, you know, I
Big quick shout out to the folks over in Britain, rural Britannia.
That's what I'm talking about.
Braves. Y'all grow the pair and decided to stand up for yourselves, man. Y'all got my respect now.
I love it.
Hey,
I love those.
This week, there's been a whole lot happening this week. And, Donald Trump started asking for donations. Now, I know that Donald Trump has donated a whole lot of things throughout his life here on Earth, especially up there where we all at in New York. But I think there's a donation that Donald Trump really does need to make that he hasn't yet.
And what's that?
I think he needs to donate a portion of his spine to the Republican leaders in Congress, such as Speaker of the House Paul Ryan. When the Democrats had this sit-in this week, what did he do? He just let them do it. Right there in the House chamber, man.
Right?
None.
Where's the dignity, right? Where's the dignification? There's nobody with any. There's no more dignity with these leaders anymore. Nobody has any dignity anymore.
There was one Republican that got up in there.
Yeah, man.
One.
Louis Gohmert.
Man, these people, really, they need for Trump to donate some spine to them.
Hey, absolutely. Hey, Randall, Louis Gohmert is like, I love Louis Gohmert.
Yeah.
But he doesn't support Trump, man.
Well,
we got to talk to this cat.
At least he had some spine and stood up to him.
Absolutely.
Back
Randall.
in 2008, the Republicans did something similar when the Democrats controlled the House. But you know what? Nancy Pelosi, the then Speaker, turned off the microphones and turned off the lights and left them standing there in the dark. She's got a bigger sack than Paul Ryan does, man.
Great call. Thank you for the call. Hey, listen, you're probably right. Hey, listen, between Mitt Romney and Paul Ryan, go figure, They were out in the Utah Summit talking about Trump, and Rice Previs threw them both out of the room. You know what I'm saying? 800-848-9222. We're going to go to a Trump commercial, and when we come back, we're going into the second half of the Frankie Russo Show. Yeah!
I'm Donald Trump, and I'm running for president because there's so much misinformation that's being put out there about me. Let's talk taxes. If I'm president, your taxes are going to go way down. And if you have a small business, big tax break. Every other candidate wants to cut Medicare and Social Security. Not me. It's not going to happen. I'm going to bring jobs back from Mexico, from China, from Japan. Obamacare is a total disaster. I'm going to repeal it and replace it with something so much better. At the same time, we're going to make our military bigger, better, and stronger than it's ever been. Nobody is ever going to mess with us again. And we're going to get rid of ISIS fast. And we're going to take care of our vets. I'll never let you down. Please, we're going to make America great again.
I'm Donald Trump, candidate for president, and I approve this message.
There it is.
Here we go.
There it is, DT.
Let's make America great again.
You gotta fire these bitches out of D.C., baby.
Welcome to the boardroom.
Tell them, Donald. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. At least 380 of the 580, according to Breitbart News, individuals convicted of terrorism-related charges in the United States since September 11th are foreign-born. Yeah, that's the Justice Department. You believe it? They're giving us some data. When compared with your administration's immigration policies and bearing in mind the 4 major terrorist hits in the United States in the last year alone, this inability to properly screen individuals from abroad and assimilate those who admit paints a striking picture, according to Jeff Sessions. That's DT's National Security Advisor. That's what I'm talking about. Of the 380 foreign-born individuals, at least 24 came to the United States as refugees. Really? At least 33 were in the United States illegally on expired visas. And according to the subcommittee, at least 62 of the foreign-born terrorist convicts were from Pakistan, 28 from Lebanon, 22 from Palestinian, 22 were Palestinian, 21 were Somalian, 20 were from Yemen, 19 were from Iraq, 16 were from Jordan, 17 were from Egypt, and 10 were from Afghanistan. Wow. Go figure, huh? Go figure. And the American people don't know this stuff, right? We know what we're talking about. 800-848-9222. Let's go to Felix from Pennsylvania. What's poppin', Felix?
Hey, good morning, Frankie. Oh, man, I tell you, man, it's just, what a day, right? The news cycle.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
You can't make this stuff up.
No, you can't. And you know something? I mean, let's face it. The British people, they've had enough. You know, the people just like us, they don't want to have their culture changed. For the moment,
that's what I'm talking about, right? That's just absolutely.
For the moment, we're winning that fight. But, you know, there's other pundits that sit there and say, oh, well, it's xenophobia. But it's two cultures that are doomed to collide, and they just can't coexist together. Okay?
Listen, my brother, right? You come here legally, right? We're not going to have Sharia-free zones.
We cannot take
This is insane.
We cannot take people who do not want to assimilate and become American. Look, if you want to come from someplace else and you want to be an American, that's fine, you know. But if you want to try and change our culture and perpetrate a Trojan horse on us, no.
Right?
I mean,
and
people around the world, I think, are waking up to this whole thing, you know, that's being shoved down their throat.
And then wait. And then television. We're gonna talk. And then the television is saying, the TV shows are saying there's some shows. I was watching the Sean Hannity show. He's claiming that he had a guest on there. 88 Sharia courts in England. 88.
Yes. Well, there's an Islamic mayor in London, right?
Right? Londonston. That London wants to get out of the UK.
Right.
He's so stuffed. He's a stuffed jihadist. It's crazy, that mayor from London. Oh, my God.
Yeah. Now, I got something else that should really scare
everybody.
So
hurry up, because I hate to do this, but I got people I got to put on the air.
No, I know, but all right, this should scare everybody when it comes to the gun control issue.
Go ahead.
The shooting down there in Orlando, Florida.
Right.
Do you know that there were cops on the scene and they didn't let them go in there for 3 hours while they waited for the SWAT team to get there?
Really?
Yes. And also Columbine, there were first responder police officers that were ready to go in, and they were told to stand down until SWAT got there. Now think about Orlando. That guy had 3 hours while there were cops who were ready to go in, okay, and he was doing his thing. And
Unbelievable.
They want to perpetrate gun control on us and these gun-free zones.
Right? I mean, if that's not a ruse, I don't know what is. Felix, thank you for the call, man. I got to move. I'm already under 30. Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much. Let's go to Joey in Toms River. What's poppin', Joey? You there, Joey? You might be there.
Frankie, Europe is doing it for us. I'll tell you, Trump is the luckiest guy in the world because he was down in the polls last week and the week before, and all of a sudden this hits us with Europe and England. All of a sudden now, this is going to bring Trump right back. Hillary Clinton knows it. She knows that what happened in Europe today is going to bring him right back to bury her, because whatever happened in Europe is going against what Hillary is saying. And Hillary's getting it not only from Trump, but getting it from Europe also.
Right? That's what I'm talking about. We're gonna win this thing, my brother.
Without a doubt. I'm telling you, this is unbelievable.
You're making me feel awesome tonight. That's what I'm talking about.
This is the same thing that happened when Margaret Thatcher was elected, and Reagan was elected right after she was elected. We're going to reenact that same drama all over again in November.
My brother, thank you for the call. Sounds great. God bless you. 800-848-9220. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go to Hakeem from Westchester. What's poppin', Hakeem? You support Clinton? You call him Frankie Russo?
Well, listen, man, there's only one big state that Trump is going to win. It's going to be Texas.
You think he's winning Texas?
Trump will win Texas, but the other big states are going to go to Hillary. And you know something? After the election's over, man, Trump is going to be selling cheeseburgers at some burger joint. Man, he's going to lose. Don't you understand that? You have all these callers calling in like this guy.
You think Trump is losing?
No, but he can't win New York. He can't win California.
He's going to win New Jersey.
Florida. New Jersey ain't going to win.
He's going to win Florida. He's going to win Ohio.
Let me tell you something.
He's going to win Pennsylvania.
You're dreaming, man.
He's going to win Michigan.
You're California dreaming, man.
And he's going to keep everything else that's Republican, that's been Republican under Romney, red. And guess what?
What, man?
Donald Trump is the next president of the United States. Woo! 800-848-9222. Ex-CIA employee admits, this is Claire Lopez, by Pamela Giller. She's a tremendous journalist. Ex-CIA employee admits President Obama is a radical Islamic enemy of America.
Mele Kaliki Maka.
Radical, according to this is great stuff. I love this stuff. This is great. Radical is such a ridiculous adjective, according to Pamela Giller. It is pure Islam, authentic Islam. There is nothing radical or un-Islamic about jihad. Obama's father was a Muslim, which de facto makes him a Muslim. And he is considered Muslim in the Muslim world. Take, for example, Maryam Ibrahim. Okay? According to Pamela Giller. Her mother was Christian, raised her a Christian. She married a Christian, lives in America, and has Christian children. But when she returned to Sudan under Omar al-Bashir, he's a Muslim Brotherhood operative, did a coup d'etat in the 80s, and he had a safe haven for the blind sheik and a safe haven for Osama bin Laden. Amin al-Sawari from Al-Qaeda. This lady, Maryam Ibrahim, was arrested for apostasy. In other words, for leaving Islam. She was 9 months pregnant and forced to give birth with her legs shackled, leaving her baby deformed. This is Islamic law. She is considered a Muslim even though she has never been a Muslim, only because her father was a Muslim? Is that crazy? That's nuts. 800-848-9222. Wow. I'm going to read more of that on the last quarter of the Frankie Russo show from Pamela Giller and Claire Lopez, the CIA operative. Let's go to Maria from Brooklyn. What's poppin', Maria?
Hi, Frankie. Love your energy.
Oh, thank you. I have a lot of energy, honey. and it's 1:40 in the morning too. Could you manage me like a? There I go again.
Can you imagine? Anyway, I was telling the screener that right after the Orlando shootings, this president and Ms. Lynch came out and saying that they know for a fact these guys are being radicalized by the internet. So if we want to give them a piece of their own little medicine, why aren't they trying to shut down the internet if they're admitting that they're being radicalized in the internet?
That's an interesting point. And as well as Filippini claims that this guy is like the radical Islamist guru of the he's no longer with the Department of Homeland Security.
Right.
But he claims that he claims that there's no such thing as self-radicalization. He says that's just a joke. Wow. These people are being radicalized or whatever you want to call it.
And they're admitting to it.
It's Islam. It's in the Quran, as the Blind Sheikh says. But anyway, go ahead, Maria.
And another thing, with this Supreme Court decision yesterday,
yeah, interesting.
Someone should tell Trump to point it out. Mr. Obama, I think, got his law degree at Harvard, so he must have known that he was overstepping his powers, the executive power. So he knew, knowing that eventually this will end up in the court, and yet no one is pointing it out that they knew that it was illegal, and yet the media and the Hispanic community is showing Obama as the poor little guy who tried to do everything for them, but the mean Republicans didn't let him do it. Meanwhile, the first 2 years, he had the Senate, Congress, and everything on his side, and he did absolutely nothing. So maybe Trump should get a hold of that.
Great point, Maria.
All right.
Tremendous point. And in addition, what do you think? Just a little sidebar, but to add to your points, what do you think about Apple not aiding the GOP convention because of Trump? Isn't that a joke?
It is a joke, but you know what? It's not about the corporations. It's not about Hollywood, the press. It's about the people.
But do you understand the power? In all due respect, but do you understand the power like corporations like Facebook, like corporations like Apple? Apple in 2013, 2014, their gross revenue stream was like $113 billion.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I mean, the power of these companies, and I got, most of their money, like Donald Trump says, is not in America because of the taxes. But when you really think about it, it's insanity, right? With these companies. I mean, it gives you a snapshot of really what Donald Trump is up against.
I know, but on the other hand, we can't really, it's capitalism, so that's what we stand for.
Well, I have no problem with capitalism. It's just when these corporations, when they take sides, I mean, that's really, I mean, Apple is huge, and you're not going to aid the GOP convention because of Trump?
I know. Well, as consumers, we know we have the ultimate power, so what can you do about it?
Maria, God bless you. Thank you for the calls. Great talking to you.
Bye.
Thank you so much. 800-848-9222. We're going into the last quarter of the Frankie Russo show. This show goes so fast. That's why I got to, I'm trying to keep moving, throw content in there, out there. It's only an hour show. We're going to go to a Donald Trump commercial and then come back the last quarter of the Frankie Russo show.
Welcome to the boardroom. I'm Donald Trump, candidate for president, and I approve this message. All talk and no action politicians have let us down, and America is in deep trouble. But I'm going to change that. First, I'm self-funding my campaign. I'm not taking special interest money, and I've called on other candidates to disavow their super PACs, but none of them have done it, which means they'll be puppets for lobbyists, donors, and special interests. I'll negotiate new trade deals, and those deals, along with my plans to cut taxes for the middle class and businesses, will bring American jobs back right here where they belong. I'll rebuild our military and make it so strong that no one will ever mess with us. We'll stop illegal immigration, and yes, we will build a wall, and Mexico will pay for it. I'm the only candidate running who can't be bought. I'll do what the politicians won't. I'll produce. We will make America great again.
And leave Heidi the hell alone.
There he goes, Teddy Boy. Leave the Heidi alone. He's running around with the sea. We're going all the way up. Lion Ted is always getting in there some way, like a swiveling around, like a little snaky, like a little rat, you know. Let's go to Kerry in Bayside. What's poppin', Kerry?
Hey, man, what's up, man? You know, you got these guys calling your show, Frank. That's Steve from Manhattan.
Let's get this Fugazi. Let's get this Fugazi. He's a Fugazi. Come on. You got to do a better imitation than this. This is Frankie Russo over here. Are you kidding me? Calling me up at 1:42 or 46 in the morning? Come on. Let's go to Alex in Greenberg. What's poppin', Alex? Has been. Frankie Russo, is that you? Alex from Greenberg. What's poppin', Alex?
Frankie, what's up? Hey,
what's going on, man? These hackers had it getting into the DNC, right? Ooh.
Yeah, they hacked into the DNC. This has been confirmed. I checked it out. I couldn't believe it. I looked it up, and you notice how quiet the media has been about all this. They're not putting any pressure on Hillary at all.
Can I ask you an honest question? I mean, I can't, I don't want to say things that pop into my head. Do you think they're doing this like deliberately?
Yeah, because
the reason why I'm asking, and we're gonna have a discussion. The reason why I'm asking is, she has this server out of the purview of everybody, right? In a basement.
Right. Yeah.
So could she I didn't know it was hacked? Really?
She had, Frankie, now that you mention it, she had this Cheshire cat grin on her face. Do you remember a few days ago she was saying, "Oh, absolutely, they're not going to indict me." Something's going on here.
Well, obviously, they're buying. The Clintons are buying. They're bribing everybody. That's a fact.
Oh,
they've been bribing everybody for the last. There she goes. She can't help herself. I got her right now, and I got her over there. She wants to go into a basement. She wants to do her. She wants to.
That's right.
So what are you saying? So what else? What else is going on?
Frankie. Here's the thing that should disturb people to no end. All the generals, I heard the Navy SEAL who assassinated bin Laden, even he said the other day, all America has to do is flatten Raqqa, Syria, because that's the Mecca and the Medina of ISIS.
Right.
But nobody wants to do it.
Mm-hmm.
All they had to do was do that, and they could stop this bloodthirsty slaughter that's going on in the West against us. But they're not doing it.
You know what's interesting? Interesting point, Alex. And a listener called up a few weeks ago and was pitching the idea that maybe Osama bin Laden wasn't whacked. I don't know. I mean,
I don't buy into that. I don't buy into that.
Well, it was interesting because the Navy SEALs that would know this have been killed.
Oh,
we never saw the body. We never saw the body. Navy 6. We never saw the body.
Yeah.
Of Osama bin Laden.
Okay, I don't buy in it. But I'll tell you this though, Frank. You're hitting on something really important. The other day, a Taliban warlord. I was reading some war blogs. He was saying that these pinprick drone strikes, that, Obama thinks he's Mr. Macho for doing this, but in fact, the Taliban warlord was telling people, he was saying this is actually recruiting more jihadists, and that's my point.
And a great point. Now you're really getting deep, because what you're really saying is Obama is like a stealth jihadist. He's out there claiming that these drones are working.
That's right, exactly.
But they're really not, because what the drones are doing, they're whacking Anwar al-Awlaki. They're whacking Mushin al-Fadali. They're whacking the Mullah Mansour. They're whacking Abu Yahya al-Libi. They're killing all of these radical Islamists.
Precisely.
So what's happened is, and it's a great point you've raised here, so what's happened is all of the Al-Qaeda core, according to all intelligence, all of the Al-Qaeda core from 2001 have been pretty much put away. But the problem is, it's like a vacuum. We're not capturing anybody, so we're allowing this ISIS to spread, this ISIS, Al-Qaeda affiliates, all these terrorist organizations to spread their influence throughout the world, so he doesn't capture anybody. He doesn't bring anybody into Gitmo and start waterboarding people.
Exactly, you nailed it, Frankie. He's letting people out of Gitmo. He's actually
letting them out of Gitmo.
Yeah, that's right.
So, because I believe that this goes back to the article I read on Mohammed Morsi, an Islamist takeover. Because think about it. They're not allowing us to say radical. We can't say Islamist. We can't say Sharia. It's being scrubbed from the Department of Homeland Security.
That's right.
I think, I'm just concerned, Obama shut the White House down with a media blackout a few months ago over a violent extremist symposium.
That's right. You know the scam with Loretta Lynch. She went on all the Sunday shows. Remember with Susan Rice? As soon as I saw Loretta Lynch on 5 Sunday shows, I said to myself, they're putting up a big scam. Something they've really screwed up big time, and they won't admit it. So they sent her out, just like they sent Susan Rice out. But you totally nailed it. He will not fight the information war.
He's not going to fight the information war because he doesn't want us to look at the San Bernardino. Look at Orlando. Guaranteed, there's more than the people involved in these Islamist hits on Americans than they're telling us.
Oh, absolutely. And
because if we found out that Saudi Arabia is involved, look at the hit in Orlando. It goes all the way back to guess who? The Blind Sheikh's Mosque.
Oh my God!
Ayman Abu Tabah. Dwayne Marcus Robinson was a close confidant to this guy Omar Mateen, and he's a bodyguard for the Blind Sheikh in Brooklyn.
I mean, the infiltration is so deep that Trump. Look, I've been listening to you since your show started. You were one of the first people that was on board with Trump, and everybody was laughing at Trump.
Right.
But now they know the infiltration into this country is so deep, and now people are waking up.
Alex, great call. Thank you for the call. You hit on all the points. Thank you so much for the call. Great call. 800-848-9222. I'm under 7. And, listen, obviously, I believe I'm statistically significant. I have a model that shows the Obama-Clinton crime family, and it has Obama with a fraudulent selective service registration card, which is statistically significant. Sheriff Joel and the cold case posse, and they have the Judicial Watch, FOIA, Freedom of Information Act, which ties the Memorandum of Understanding with Valerie Jarrett and Bill Clinton, ties the State Department, the Obama-Clinton State Department to the Clinton Foundation. And then you got that illegal, unapproved server in Hillary Clinton's basement, spy network, conceivably, and all these radical Islamist transactions with Iran. Culminating to there she goes. She's laughing at us, culminating to a $150 billion deal to the world's largest state sponsor of terror, America's biggest enemy on the globe, Iran. 800-848-9222. Let's go to Louis in Brooklyn. What's popping, Louis?
This is Frankie Russo. See, this here is Louis the electrician in downtown Brooklyn.
Oh, I like that. Okay, Louis, what's popping, kid?
Well, see, you need like that kind of medieval title to me. See, because I'm an old man, I got confused. I wasn't sure if this was WABC or the food poisoning hotline. Because last night I went to, it used to be called Lenny's Clam Bar. Now it's called Mohammed's Clam Bar. Now I think I got the food poisoning because I had a nightmare. It was all Bill and Hill nightmare, one after the other.
Well, right now I got a nightmare. Thank you so much for the call, Louis. I gotta go. I'm under 5. Let's go to Gary in Inwood. What's popping, Gary?
Good evening, Frankie.
What's up, my brother?
Frankie, do you know anything about the origin of that laugh track you do with Hillary?
Which one?
The one where she cackles that you do every couple of seconds. There you go.
I don't know, man. It's over here at ABC. We just got this thing.
Well, I got this for you. According to my sources coming out of Georgetown, she goes out on a shopping spree for those pantsuits she wears, the custom fit suits she's always wearing. Okay, she buys 16 of them.
She straps it on? Does she strap it on when she buys
No, listen, she buys 16 of those pantsuits. She's bringing them back to her place. She has them laid out on the bedroom, and she's going through them because she's going away. With that said, her husband's in the shower. The shower goes off, the door opens up. He comes out. He's standing there in all his glory. She looks at him. She raises her arm, and she backtracks and almost falls down and hits her head. The only thing that stopped was the bureau in back of her. That's where you get that laugh from. Look at her.
Thank you so much for the call. This is the Frankie Russo Show. Let's go to Chris in New Jersey. She can't stop it. She just can't help herself. You know? Oh,
Hey,
my
Cheech.
God.
Cheech.
What's up, my brother?
Just really, really quickly, that cackle is from a 15-inch flexible skin tone, Steely Dan. All right, just understand that. She's enjoying it.
Ah, so
Yeah,
what, like with
she
Huma
likes that.
Abedin?
She's got the sparkle tone one also, all right?
With Huma Abedin, right? Huma Abedin. That's the.
It goes both ways. So listen to this, all right?
It goes both ways.
Listen to this, all right? When Obama keeps kicking us, bringing up the past about Constantinople, all the problems that we've had with the Islamic world, the next thing that we're going to get is an affrontment to marriage again. Because we already had homosexual marriage, which homosexuality is very well accepted.
Well, listen, you know, wait. I gotta qualify this now. I got no problem. People could be home. You know, go do your thing.
No. That's not the problem. The point here is that in terms of marriage, that is different.
Well, they could listen. Let them go get married. Who gives a?
All right, well, but the thing is this. Now, what happens when Muslims want to marry legally their cousins? No, that happens. That's a generational thing, man.
Oh, man, I don't know. Hey, my brother Chris, thank you for the call. I'm getting out of here. I got 2 minutes. I got to go. Thank you so much for the call. Let's go to Joey in Queens. What's poppin', Joey? I got 2 left.
Hey, Frankie. Yeah, Hillary's not exactly a marathon runner. I mean, is she physically robust enough? and the thing is, Frankie, her best exercise is to hang out with the chicks at the pool and swim and then get a massage from a chick or get away vacation.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Chicks, which is good.
Right, it's a beautiful thing.
Is she going to be criticized for that when she's president?
You think she's going to be president?
I mean, but you know what I'm saying?
You think she's going to be president?
No, say she did win, theoretically.
Oh, come on, man. I don't even want to theoreticize. Is that the right word? I don't even want to, whatever. I don't even want to think about that. Oh, my God. Could you imagine?
That would take away her love life.
But, bro, think about it. Could you imagine her going into the IRS with all our personal information? Hillary Clinton with her scruples and the way look at what she did with the server, man. Not even lying to everybody because they think we're stupid, you know?
Yeah, but I'm just
Come on, Joey. You got to be kidding me over here. You're killing me, son.
Mess up her love life if she thinks if she wins.
Hey, listen, I'd bang Huma Abedin, too. I got no problem with that.
No more pussyfooting around.
Tell her, Sarah, I would love to see Sarah in a towel. Oh, my God.
Yeah, nice sauna, her and the chicks, right?
My brother, thank you for the call. This is the Frankie Russo Show. You can't keep up with this. You can't no way see you in the future.
Trump is the man.